Ahead. Hi, everybody. This is Love and Sparkles. It's Friday Live, and I have little ones. I have Asha and Aiden. Brought them home with me last night coming home from the movies. We went and saw Maverick last night. Awesome movie. Brought back a lot of memories. Actually, remember people that have passed away, and me and my daughter both, when she was having her own flashbacks because she worked on a flat line. She was like, yep, touch that. Yeah, touch that. Yeah, touch that. So it was pretty awesome. Makes you feel kind of patriotic. Makes you feel good about teamwork and working together and camaraderie and all that good stuff. Hey, Asher, can you shut that other gate for Nana? Thank you. I put the dogs out last night and it did a whole lot of good since the side gate was open. I was like, no, you can go out the back door. Just go shut the gate. Fun. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna feed them. I went to make them peanut butter and jelly today, but my jelly was so old I wasn't gonna give that to them. I just wasn't gonna do it. And I'm working on another one out of my stash. As you noticed in my last video, I'm doing a bunch of little budget company stash videos. This one's a 40 by 50, and it's a picture of a dragon sleeping on a pile of gold. I guess he's protecting it. I'm not really sure. So that's the one I'm working on today. And it's double-sided tape, so it's like super sticky. Your drill's like, yeah, it makes you realize why you like the high budget or the higher budget companies. You know, my favorite is Uniquely Yours. I got two. I got my tracking notices. They're sitting in Memphis, so they should be here within the next week. Unless they go from Memphis to Wyoming and all over the place, and that could happen. It does frequently here in the States. You know, it'll go 5 states over, come 1 state back, go 2 states over, come back, and just kind of work its way around. It's kind of nuts that way. But welcome to all that have shown up. I am feeling a little better as far as, because I got really in the dumps, really, and I had to work my way out of it. Now I just got a little bit of a sore throat, but hopefully it'll go away. Hopefully it's nothing but allergies. I saw my doctor today online, and we've decided to up my medicine that he changed me to because he put me on the lowest dose of it, and I don't think that was the one I needed. So we're changing that, so maybe that'll help. Teenager, he just sat and talked to his girlfriend on the phone most of the time, so we did not get those videos done. It's just I've got to get motivated to go in there and sit for hours in that bedroom to do it, because it's going to be hours worth, and it's enough to where can't get my daughters to sit. Well, my daughter to sit in there with me, and the girl who was going to room with me that I would have done it with, she hadn't made it here yet. Something's going on in her life right now, so that's on hold. So basically, I will do the round to it thing. I will get around to it, just not for sure when, but I will. And I've been started power washing the house, which I've decided I really do not like power washers. Power washers are the pits. But I have started power washing the house. I've done 1/3 on the end, and then I was working on the lattice, which is a real pain. Power washing lattice, by the way, because it's So it's like a pie crust top, it's just all latticed together, and you got to go through all these different creases and crevices and stuff. So my dad won't move it up for me onto the car or put on my deck until 6 because he says it's too hot for me to work out there. So, but then he's going to come over and move it up on my deck. And that way I can just work on the top of the deck and get the middle third of my house, and my table and chairs, and get all that stuff washed off real quick, real quick like. It's probably going to, I'd say, take a good week and a half power washing to get the front and the back of this thing done, because it's massive, guys, and it's, won't be a lot of work. But it'll look so much better. It'll have all that green stuff off. And I decided to use my Whip It on it, because Whip It usually takes everything out. So I'm just going to make some concentrate up with Whip It and whip it good. I'm going to manage that. And let me see what else is going on. Not a whole lot. I mean, I drove into Conway yesterday. That was a fun trip because my daughter told me at 5 o'clock, "Hey, Mom, I'll take you to go see Maverick." So I was like, yeah. Well, it is after 5. We are in town, had just got there to go grocery shopping. So we have to race in, go grocery shopping, shop, get it in the truck, and then we live, 17 miles out of town. So drive the 17 miles with my dad, which, he knew I had to hurry up, so he did drive a little faster than normal, and then just came in and grew through all the cold stuff in the refrigerator and grabbed my keys and took off and drove the 40 miles to Conway to meet up with my daughter and then drive the other 40 miles to the theater. Yeah, it was a race. And she's kind of got me on the what is it, lowballed, highballed, I don't know. Or she's got an app on her phone and she had me put it on my phone. And so anywhere my phone is, she knows where my phone is. She knows if my phone is traveling. She knows how fast I'm going. I mean, she could tell you exactly where I was. She was like, "Who'd you get behind? It was so slow on 95." And I was like, "I was behind your uncle." And she was like, "Oh my God." But I was behind my brother. And I swear he drove like an old lady. I drove like a crazy woman. And he was probably cussing me every way but Sunday because I was like one car length behind him, which I know that drives me nuts, but I was like, I got to go because we had to be in Little Rock at 7:30. And I left here about 6:10. So it didn't leave a whole lot of time. We got there just as the previews were rolling. And so we did the previews, got our popcorn, did the previews, and still made sure we watched 2 previews and the whole movie. So how we managed that one, I don't know, but we did. It was so fun because we had no idea where we were going. My daughter was like, "I've only ever been here once," and I said, "I don't think I've ever been to the IMAX," because we went and saw it at the IMAX, the big screen. But it was well worth it. The jet scenes were really, really good. I mean, it was clean, wholesome, good movie. I would recommend it. They don't have a whole lot of those nowadays. And believe it or not, Tom Cruise is doing another Mission Impossible. And it's the part 1, so there'll be 2 of them. But my poor daughter, she looked at him because he does a little blurb at the beginning since you're seeing it on the big screen. And she went, "Oh my God, he looks old, Mom." And I was like, "Oh my God, he probably is." Like, yes, he's, probably my age. I said, "He looks good for his age. Leave the man alone." Val Kilmer actually did a little part in it, which I was glad to see. because he was so much of a part of the first one. And they did address his throat cancer and, kind of addressed all that in it. So it was very nice. Very, very nice. So if you like to go watch fast jets and military type shows, I kind of did a binge on them. I watched the regular Top Gun this last week. I watched Battleship. Recommend Battleship to anybody. Battleship is awesome. I mean, it's got a little bit of romance in it, got a little bit of aliens in it, got a little bit of kick butt in it. Yeah, it's an awesome movie. And I watched it, and then my grandson had popped in here, and he was like, "What you watching, Nana?" "Oh, I like this." And so we sat down and watched it again. So we did 2 loads of Battleship back to back, but the only place I could find to stream it was on Sling, because I bootleg Sling off my son, and that was the only place I could find. Netflix didn't have it. Hulu had it if you were live, and I don't do Hulu live. And so the only place that had it, and my son does Sling Live, so I imagine they have to have Sling Live too. And I've been working on getting my Fire Stick in my bedroom loaded up and all the passwords in it, because that's, not fun, guys. And I think the only 2 I've got left I've got to put passwords in are HBO Max off my son and Sling, because I'll have to get his passwords. I think I got everything else up and running. And if you have Prime and you buy a Fire Stick, it just loads automatically into your account because, you bought it on Amazon and you're got an Amazon account, and it just uses your info. So I was like, yes. I watched something else off of Prime this week. It's really cool. Oh, great news, guys. Great, great news. I am getting real honest to goodness. I mean, wonderful internet. They called me the other day. I signed the contract. They're coming out July 12th to map the ground, I guess, to figure out where they can dig at. And then after that, they'll come in and they'll go ahead and lay the line, get the line done, get the mapping done. Then they'll come in and they'll dig it and lay it, and then come out the next time and hook up the router and the Wi-Fi box. Yes, you can go outside. You can go to Papa's, or I'll stay over here, okay? And stay out of the creek. Yeah, I know you know. So I don't think this one will be 2 hours long, because at 6 is when my dad's going to come over and put gas in the power washer and drag it up on top of the deck and go out and power wash for 2 or 3 hours. And so I will do this until I get to the power washing point. And I have found that evidently Friday at 5 is not a good time, because I hardly get anyone in here at Friday at 5. Of course, it's summertime too. I actually had more people in here in the non-summer months than I do in the summer months, evidently, because summer has not been great. So that's probably why everyone else does late at night. And I will probably pop in tomorrow during the day, and just do pop in and during the day sometime and do a little bit of live. Because Friday is just not seeming to be the best time. But until I finish this color, at least I can sit here and yap to myself. Oh, and here's the purple flower, purple and pink. And it goes to yellow flowers, and then blue flowers, and then it gets up here to this orange flower. Now it's pretty good. I got this off the Axe Woodworks on Etsy. And I mean, they were really great guys. I mean, it was like they were right up there with TJ and them. It's like you pay them, and the next day it goes out. Now you don't get metal tips with them like you do with TJ, but it's still pretty good. So I've got my 3 pins, and then here's the one that I had gotten off TJ. So I've got 3. I got my opal one, I got that one. Opal one's a little thinner and lighter. This one is lighter. I don't know if it's because it's just wood. The opal one's a little heavier. This one's lighter, but bigger. So they each have their differences. Each have their differences. Oh, and my Uniquely Yours canvases both of them showed up in Memphis at the same time. I was surprised. So the Wild Waves and the Millennium Tree are both sitting in Memphis. So that's awesome because me and Jenny were looking all over for my information on Wild Waves just to confirm it, and we could not find it nowhere. It was just nowhere to be found. So I was like, was waiting until I finished and go through my Cecil paperwork or site and try to find it that way. So I was glad to see that when it came in. I just got those in today. So that was very good. And then I guess I'm just going to have to call my therapist's office because his scheduler was out when I was in there last month. And she was supposed to schedule me an appointment when she got back, and she hasn't yet. But of course, she's probably backload. Got backload from what, because she'll have everyone from that week she was off that was in trying to get appointments. So, hi, Nicole. Nice to see you in here. And so, I don't know when I'll get that appointment. And then he was talking about he wanted to see me again in a few weeks to see if the changing of the medication, because this is a whole new medicine. And so, yeah. And I hate med changes because they really mess with you. Mess with you. And oh guys, I've talked to my girlfriend that's in the cath lab. I am so glad I am not there. She said she is the only nurse on the 2 weeks that she works, because she works 2 weeks and then 2 weeks of call, and then the other nurse works 2 weeks and 2 weeks of call. But they're the only nurses. So they're doing every single case there is. Was it hot out there?
Yeah.
It's still hot. Did you see Papa?
Yeah. I ate a cookie.
You ate a cookie? Yeah. Did you eat a cookie and then leave?
I did eat a cookie.
Little snots. Went over there, ate this cookie, and then left.
No, he said I can have it.
Oh, he said you could have a cookie, huh? Was it a good cookie? Yeah. Their mom sent a bunch of raisins with them. I'm thinking about making oatmeal raisin cookies for them.
How do you even make it?
How do you make it? You make an oatmeal cookie and put raisins in it. Or cran raisins, or maybe some nuts. or some chocolate chips. You can put all kinds of stuff in raisin cookies. We can call them monster cookies for the little monsters.
Make a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, you know they taste better when you make them at home. Yeah, I have the 4. Well, he'll be 5 next month. Or this month, actually. Your birthday's this month, isn't it? I'm supposed to bring one of y'all home on your birthday. But his birthday's coming up. He went and saw Jurassic Park with his mom. And he told me, he said, I didn't like it. I don't like dinosaurs. I thought that was kind of cute. So he didn't like it because he don't like dinosaurs. Probably have dinosaur phobia. Nicole said, happy early birthday. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
I do have a batch of rocks that are out there rolling. And so tomorrow when I rinse them off and all, I'll show you what they're looking like. Hopefully they actually come out a little better than the last ones. Because the last ones never got shiny. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I did it like it says.
I just really want a Spider-Man. I wanted for my birthday. I wanted a red Spider-Man.
You want
Spider-Man shoe launcher, but plastic.
Oh, a red Spider-Man PETA monster?
No, I said red Spider-Man shoe.
Okay. I got the plastic part. You want?
It can peel wet.
Oh, you want the spewer thingy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
He wants the Spider-Man spewer.
I said spew.
Spew, because it spews the webs. Right?
Yeah. I don't want to be red, black Spider-Man. I want to be red. But plastic.
Plastic, huh?
Because for my birthday, I really just want that.
Well, Nana got you something Spider-Man, but it's not the spewer. Okay? Does that sound good? But it is Spider-Man. Will that work?
Yeah.
That works?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And I did buy that Mantis from Exploding Kittens. Because kids are supposed to be able to play that one. I tried to find Exploding Kittens, but you know what? That's a hard game to find. I looked all over for it. And I could find it in Russian. And I thought, well, now that's not going to work. I don't think these kids can speak Russian. So.
And I am abiding only 4.
You are? How old are you going to be?
5. The
Yeah.
4 is equal 5.
So 4, after 4 comes 5?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to be 5. And his brother said he's 6, almost 7. And they think they know everything. So I come out and my kitchen's a wreck because, you know, they know how to do it on their own. My daughter has a little thing set up where every day she puts their little snacks in a pile, and then they can have those snacks, get them whenever they want, but when they're out, they're done for the day. So they're having to learn to eat and monitor what they eat so that they don't run out of their snacks for the day. Because otherwise they're out of snacks by 10 o'clock and they're like, oh, wow, we don't have any now. So, yeah. I I actually put release paper on this 40 by 50, and I might number it and just work and select, pull up different ones instead of going in order. And on my big giant hay canvas, we got it rolled up. Might have saw that video where I dumped myself on my butt, which was interesting to say the least. But we got it up, and I've gotten a little bit. I probably got, I'd say a 5 by 12 spot done, where we actually got the hand that's holding the baby wolf, and you can see the hand now, and the back half of the baby wolf. So it's starting to come to life. I just went and decided to work on the frogs, work on some other colors and do some other things. And I didn't really want to start anything big, so I just decided to go with little 30 by 40 budget cheapies. But I'm having to remember how squares in the budget companies are not all that hot. They pop. Yeah. Learning patience, doing a lot of woosah moments, doing a lot of roll right after you finish the section, put it down, roll, put it down, roll, put it down, roll. I did finish Vampire Diaries, and then I went on and watched Originals, which the last episode of Originals, I bawled and squalled like a baby, because that's the one where Klaus and, oh God, his brother, can't think of his name, Isaiah, whatever it was, they ended up, daggering each other for the sake of the daughter. And I was just like, oh my God, that's so sad. Elijah, that's what it was. But it was just like so sad. That's when I told my doctor, I was like, okay, you've got to up my dosage or something, because I said I bawl when I listen to certain songs, and I bawl whenever I watch movies, if it's sentimental at all or sad at all. I said I'm bawling and squalling at the drop of a hat. He was like, you got to make it stop. And he was like, yeah, maybe that's a little much. I was like, thank you. Evidently, when we pulled everything out of the box, it shook it a bit, but he says, yeah, but now you got to put it back in the box. He said, your box is wide open. That's why you bawl all the time. And I was like, well, wonderful. When can I get the appointment to start putting the stuff back in the box so I can put the lid on it? Because, yeah, that's getting old. But I have accomplished some things. I got my refrigerator cleaned out, which was like, oh my Lord. I mean, right now I got to get in there after I do my power washing this evening. And all the food I bought yesterday, a lot of it's got to be packaged up and vacuum packed and froze. Because, I usually buy those 5 for $25 deals and then freeze them up so that, you can just have them later. And so that's what I got to do, is like split it up and vacuum pack it so it doesn't get freezer burned or go bad or any of that other stuff. And then, of course, my daughter sent stuff for spaghetti, so, and I might actually make some chicken spaghetti. How does that sound? You want some chicken spaghetti? Ooh. You want chicken spaghetti?
No.
No. You probably don't even know what chicken spaghetti is.
Yeah, I do.
And then the granddaughter has, she has actually taken a college level writing camp thing where she's at the college doing writing camp for a week. Since my daughter works on campus, the kids get to join stuff on the campus. She tried to get me to take a class, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm not driving that far to go to school. No. And actually, I did join, signed up for an herbal class. And so I'm starting that, taking an herbal course. But of course, it's just a matter of taking the time out of my day to sit down and do it. But it's one you have access to forever, and you don't have to do it in a certain time. I mean, if I wanted to get a certification in herbalism, I could, but that's like 119 hours. And I don't know if I want to do 119 hours of school. I just want to be able to make my salves and, my little things and go from there. And so it's a matter of that. I'm almost done with this color, guys. Yay. And actually, I don't know what I'm going to, well, I know I was going to join the Michaelina-a-thon. And so if I join that one, it's in August. I will be doing Sandy for it. She's a huge canvas. Oh, and just so everyone knows, that foam tape I used for a framing, do not get it. It is not worth it because within 2 days, it all started falling off the wall. And I had to take it all down and just thumbtack it up there. So I wouldn't waste your money on it because it doesn't hold. It just starts peeling off the wall and in pieces. And yeah, it's a holy mess. Holy, holy mess. Okay, we got that. And I'm just going to take this up and straighten this one up because it's not straight. That's a little straighter. Let's see if I can get it even straighter. There we go. And then I'll just need to get a couple colors for over there. And I'll fill in over here. Might have O's. Is your brother still over at Papa's?
I don't know.
I'm assuming yes, because he hasn't come home. Which Papa will be over here shortly because he's got to put gas in the pressure washer. I'm not gonna make up a bunch of soap. Make up a bunch of soap, and he's got to put the gas in it, and we'll stand out there and get wet. Because man, that is what you do. I was so soaked the other day. I pressure washed for about 2 hours, and I was soaking wet and sore and exhausted because it was all overhead work. I did find I have a couple of loose, what are those things? Siding panels, so I'm gonna have to have someone go up there and pop them back in. Because as we were spraying, it started popping up, and we were like, oh no. We get a good storm, and I'll find them out in my yard, all tore up. But it's just so hard because, it's just me, basically my dad.
Wow.
And he's getting a little on the older side. So. Hey, hey. Shh. Yeah, we got home at 11:30 last night. They're out because we pull in, they come out and they're start. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? The new one? Asher. Have you seen the new Spider-Man, the movie? Did mommy take you to see that? He says no, so if there's a new one, he hadn't seen it. Now he'll be bugging her. Are you gonna tell mommy to take you to see Spider-Man now?
What?
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 What you said?
I said, are you gonna tell mommy to take you to see Spider-Man now?
Yeah.
Yep. He's a trip. He is a little trip. Okay, that's 5. This one is really cool. It's got yellows and oranges. It's got a little castle in the background. And then he is the cutie one. He is the cutie pie. The other one is the headstrong one. And he's the little cutie patootie. Are you a cutie patootie? You a cutie patootie?
What?
I said, are you a cutie patootie? Say hi.
Hi.
He is the one that actually is able to find my YouTube channel on YouTube and watch me at his house. I don't know how he finds me, but he does. First time he was sitting there and he was trying to get me to talk back to him, and I wasn't, and he was getting a little perturbed with me. And it was like, but I wasn't even there. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was getting a little missed that Nana wasn't answering him. And it was like, oh, I'm sorry. Take off the glasses. I was using my nice little NYX tray. I don't know if I did it. Oh, there it is. Fine. And they all come with a nice little cap that goes in the end. And if I'm just working with little colors, I'll use the square. If I'm working with bigger stuff, I'll use the submarine. I can't imagine what I would need the Goliath for. And as far as the company, it doesn't have a name. It just basically says that it's a square and a 40 by 50. And then it's 22 colors. And I'm definitely going to have to pull a straightener out and put a straightener to this because it does not want to, they don't want to lay straight. I don't care how straight I'm laying them. They don't want to lay straight. They're everything but straight. But I think I've only paid like $20 for this canvas for 45.50. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then I'm probably gonna take and put numbers on these and just pull them up in various places and do it that way. I haven't done one like that, where you just number them and then pull them up all over the place. I got a venti. I haven't used it yet, but I do have a venti because I don't know if you can see the name. There we go. I just put lovin' on it. There we go. So didn't have enough room to put sparkles, so I just put lovin'. So I had the venti, but it's so deep. I guess I could shake the fire out of stuff. I don't have a tall boy. I don't have a Twiggy. I would like to get a what is that thing? A shrimp boat. I think that's the only other one I want to really get. And then I also have the the venti in a Phoenix Fantasy that I won when I won that first kit, or that first week. I won a big one with Phoenix Fantasy on it, so that was nice. And then of course I have my submarine, but it's full of all my stuff right now. And then I got some Not Your Mama's mud. Took me forever to figure out how to use this stuff because it's kind of like goop. It's almost, I don't even know. It's not like Quake, and it's not like anything. It's just kind of like a putty consistency. It's real putty, putty. Oh, and then of course this one didn't come with a legend, so I had to do the Xyron sticker thing. You know, cut it and just use that list to make it in the silver thing. So I did that. And I can honestly say I love Xyrons. I really do. It took a little while to get the hang of keeping it straight. But yeah. Oh man. Well guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I've only been on here for 41 minutes, but I've got things to do. I gotta go round up a kid and then start getting the stuff together to make the stuff to put in the power washer. So I will pop on tomorrow. Look for me tomorrow, and I will pop in sometime during the day and do a live real quick. And tonight I will probably sit down and do a whip and chat and talk to y'all while I'm whipping and chatting. So love you guys, but family, I've got to hop off early. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.